else starts the eulogy, I will say a brief message from Lorette, who unfortunately couldn't be here with us today. Mom has to take her last breath on earth to take her first breath in heaven. My work has taken me miles from my mother, but yet my mom has always been close to me. I think of her, know she wants the best for me. I feel her with me. I love you, Mom. You will always be in my thoughts.
Dear family and friends, we thank you all for coming today to celebrate my grandma Lorette, who left us peacefully at 87 years young. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rocky, and I'm Lorette's youngest grandchild. With me is my husband, Preston Rocky, and he'll be getting me through this eulogy today. It is an honor to share with you my grandma's story and her loving legacy that will live in our hearts forever. Grandma loved life, and she lived it to the fullest. She was so thankful for all of her many wonderful blessings in her life and never took them for granted. Grandma was a daughter, a sister, a wife, a mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, a friend, and my goodness was she ever the best at all of those roles. There was nothing more important to Grandma than family and friends. Hosting the people she loved in her home was her favorite thing to do. Whether it was a large gathering or just a couple of people going over, Grandma would spend all day in the kitchen preparing the food and making sure it was perfect. But it never failed. She would always say, "Abe, the chicken is overcooked," or "the salad has too much dressing. Don't eat it if you don't want to." But really, it was the best chicken and salad I've ever had in my life. She was the best cook. Her crepes, there are no words to describe them. This is something my brother, my sister, and my cousins would often ask my grandma to make, and she would whip up a batch with no hesitation just to make us happy. To my family, look at us. Look how happy, look how lucky we are to have each other. We have Grandma to thank for that. Grandma was such a strong woman who really did it all. For many years, she raised her 4 children, mostly on her own since Grandpa's job required him to travel across Canada. She really was a super mom. She was there to champion her kids through the good times and to support them in the more challenging times. Grandma was a hard worker and never complained. She was a well-respected and devoted teacher for many years. I was lucky enough to have her as a substitute teacher, and I might be a little biased here, but she was my favorite. As grandchildren and great-grandchildren, remember our grandma, Gigi, and grandmama as having lots of energy and joyfulness. She was always ready to play, sing, read, make arts and crafts, go for long walks to the park, and play at the park. In her early 80s, she would even prepare homemade baby food for her great-grandchildren. She always went that extra mile and always had a way to put so much love into everything she did. You know the saying, keep your circle small? Well, Grandma definitely did not live by those words. To her, the more people she knew, the better. She enjoyed the little things in life, like playing cards with her friends from South Park Estates, taking care of the community garden with her neighbors, and going to Smitty's for breakfast with her girlfriends. Those were the days, as she would say. Grandma was a smart, patient, classy lady. She started off her days with a good cup of coffee and a crossword. After that, she was ready to take on the world. Whether she was meeting her friends, going grocery shopping, or just going for a walk, Grandma did it in style. Her outfits were always flawless, and she accompanied them with jewelry that complemented them well. Everything she did was always so meticulous and perfect, just like her. Grandma, we want to thank you for everything you did for us and for all the special memories we will never forget. I hope you're sitting up there in heaven with Grandpa, enjoying a hot cup of coffee and catching up. Please keep looking down on us and protecting us. And as for your last loving advice you ever gave us in your final days, we promise to love our partners, love our kids, love our lives, and to never take it for granted as it goes by so fast. We love you so much, Grandmama, and as Grandmama